This is the cause and effect essay, using reasons and results to explain. Cause and effect essays are also called causal analyses, and analyses is the plural of the word analysis. These essays are called this because they analyze causes, or why an event or phenomenon happens. They also can analyze effects, what happens because of an event or phenomenon, or they can analyze both causes and effects. Now's a good time to go to checkpoint number 1 and take the little quiz. You can pause this video and resume when you've finished. Here are some examples from college and the workplace. For an essay exam in your 20th century history course, you are required to discuss the causes of U.S. involvement in the Korean conflict. How about for a health and nutrition course, you decide to write a paper on the relationship between diet and heart disease? Or even, for your job as an investment analyst, you need to explain why a certain company is going to be profitable next year. These are all examples of how you can use cause and effect writing. Here are some characteristics of cause and effect essays. First, causal analysis may focus on causes, effects, or both. We start with an event. Then we think about what could have caused that event, what happened to cause that event. We also will then think about the results of that event, and that will be the effect. This is a good time to pause this video and go to checkpoint number 2. Several causes may also produce a single effect. So we're going to start with one effect, which is the decreased real estate sales, or the fact that not as many people are buying houses. One cause might be high unemployment. People don't have jobs. Another cause might be high interest rates. The loans are very expensive. Another cause might be high real estate prices. The houses themselves are expensive. All three of these causes contribute to the single effect that fewer people are buying houses. Now is a good time to go to checkpoint number 3. One cause may also have several effects. So let's say the cause is that you've quit your job, and its effects might be more study time, less pressure, but also less spending money. And this is a great time to go to checkpoint number 4. Related events may have both multiple causes and multiple effects, and this is actually how real life looks. It's not as much a clear-cut textbook example, but kind of a messy looking thing, and you'll see in a second. Let's say we have a neighborhood with a lot of crime, and increased police patrol is the event. That could have the effect of less street crime. It could also have the effect of growth of business, something that wasn't expected. Maybe we also could start citizen watch groups, and that could reduce crime and also help businesses grow. This is the time to go to checkpoint number 5. Now you can also have a chain of events where each event is both an effect of what happened before it, except for the first one, and a cause of the next event, except for the last one. So let's start with an event, a cause. You cannot find your keys. We've all been there. That could cause the effect that you are late for class, which then in turn can cause the effect that you miss a surprise quiz, which then in turn could cause your A quiz average lowered to a B average. That's quite depressing, but that is a chain of events. Let's look at an example of a chain of events from a popular movie that you might know. Here's an example from National Treasure. Ben finds the pipe.
I found something! You guys know what this is? $1 million pipe. It's a metal pipe. It's beautiful. Look at the intricacy of the scroll on the stem. Is it a $1 million pipe? It's a clue.
Then Ian takes the pipe but returns it to Ben as part of the deal.
Jambalaya could kill him. Yeah, that was cool. You should try it sometime. The Declaration of Independence. Metal pipe. All yours. That's it. That's it. Yeah, you keep your promise. Now where is it? Where's my treasure?
Finally, Ian leaves Ben and the others trapped below the church, and because of that, Ben discovers the pipe's purpose.
Really be this. Secret treasure.
Now, in this chain of events, each event is both an effect of what happened before it, except the first one, and a cause of the next event, except the last one. So we start with the cause. Ben finds the pipe. Because of that, Ian takes the pipe, but he still needs Ben to figure out the clues. Because he still needs Ben to figure out the clues, he decides to return the pipe to Ben as part of a deal to figure out the clue. When he thinks that Ben has given him the information that he needs, he abandons him and leaves Ben and the others trapped below the church, where then Ben discovers the pipe's purpose. I'm sure you can think of examples from films and books that you know, or even your real life, but this chain of events illustrated by this film is one example. This is the time that you go to checkpoint number 6. Now, one thing that we know for sure is that causal analysis includes a very clear and specific thesis statement. You must identify the topic and make an assertion about the topic. An assertion is a theory that you have about why something happened, something caused something else. And you need to suggest whether the essay focuses on causes, effects, or both in your thesis as well. So here's an example, a sample thesis. A diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids may contribute to psychological health by reducing depression and violence. Let's look at the parts of this. In this sample thesis, we see the topic, which is a diet rich in vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids. We see the assertion that it contributes to psychological health, and it tells us why. The effects that it has, it reduces depression and violence. This is the time that you go to checkpoint number 7. Here are 2 other examples of thesis statements. Here's one that focuses on causes. The root causes of unsportsmanlike behavior lie in how society regards athletes, elevating them to positions of fame and heroism, and thereby making them unaccountable for their behavior. Here's one that focuses on both causes and effects. Unsportsmanlike behavior has numerous deep-rooted causes, and regardless of its origin, it produces negative effects on fans, other players, and the institutions they represent. Now is the time to go to checkpoint number 8. Now, causal analysis follows a logical organization. It must be organized logically and systematically, otherwise it won't make sense. You can present the causes or effects in chronological order, the order in which they happen in time, or, depending on what your topic is, you could organize them by most to least or least to most, sequencing the causes or effects according to their importance. Now you go to checkpoint number 9. Causal analysis explains each cause or effect fully. Present each cause or effect in a detailed and understandable way. You might use narration, description, classification or division, or comparison contrast, any of the tools that you know so far to do that. But no matter what, facts, descriptions, comparisons, statistics, and or quotations may be used. And in order to use those correctly, you're going to need to research the topic to locate evidence that support your thesis. But if you use outside evidence, you must cite any information you find from outside sources using MLA format. And that is covered in a completely new video that you can find on our Moodle. Now you go to checkpoint number 10. Causal analysis may confirm or challenge readers' assumptions. Affirm or challenge popular ideas that readers may assume to be true, like the death penalty is a deterrent, or is it? Dealing with the causes or effects that readers assume to be primary is an effective strategy because it creates a sense of completeness, the impression that nothing has been overlooked and that other viewpoints have been recognized. That may sound familiar from your study of argument writing. Now you go to check number 11. Here's your graphic organizer for a typical cause and effect essay. You've got the introduction, which includes, of course, any background information about the event that we need to know, and your specific and detailed thesis statement. Then the body of the essay includes the causes and effects. Finally, the conclusion has a restatement or a reminder of the thesis statement as well as the whole reason for writing the essay, which I like to call the so what. So listen carefully. If you write this whole essay and at the end your reader, who is most likely me, says, so what? Why did you tell me all that? If I don't get it, if I don't get the point that you spent all this time researching and presenting all this evidence, if it doesn't change my life or make it different in any way, then you didn't do your job. The body paragraphs can be organized either by cause and then its effect, or by the effect and what caused it. But whatever you do, you follow the same pattern throughout your body paragraphs. So you either use cause and then effect, however many times you need it, or effect and then cause, effect and then cause. Don't alternate them or it will become confusing. When choosing a topic for this assignment, you must choose one of these three: the popularity of any public figure or the lack of popularity, a problem in general for society or for the school system, not our particular school, but school in general, like education, or a major national or world event, past or present. No other topics will be approved, so make sure that your topic that you want to write about fits into one of these three categories. Now go to check number 12. Finally, remember to title your essay, use transitions, keep the explanation direct and simple, and tell why something is important. And you will have a cause and effect essay.